Hey guys, your boy JT and welcome back to another episode of The Week of Football, the series where we go through everything that's happening around the world of football and we have a little talk about it. A week of football which saw Calvin Phillips turn Messi Lingardinho into a prime Charlie Sloth. A week of football which saw Morata miss this.
Oh yeah!
A week of football which saw David Marshall get lobbed from the halfway line.
Why are you there?
And a week of football which saw Lionel Messi give this commentator an aneurysm.
Messi!
All of this and more coming up after the break. Well, I guess there really is only one place to start, and it is, of course, with that England demolition of Croatia. A demolition in which Calvin Phillips turned Ballon d'Or winner Luka Modric into a prime Jay Cartwright, and in the process denounced himself as the Yorkshire Pirlo, but instead renamed Pirlo into the Italian Calvin Phillips. Best midfielder in the planet. And I've watched this game over and over and over again, and I've studied it to the singlest, most minute detail that you can, and I have derived the conclusion that it's coming home. And it's safe to say the English public went into an absolute frenzy after this performance. I mean, just take a look at Messi Lingard. First of all, the geezer turns up to a bar in central London at the right time of 12 o'clock with a Parrot on his shoulder, getting ready to smash the Sambucas in with the lads, before finding a local DJ set and unleashing his inner Tim Westwood. And it wasn't just footballers that got overwhelmed with the emotion of this either. Just take a look at these two England fans that went a little bit too overboard celebrating Sterling's goal. Overall, it was a masterful day for England and English people in general. Let me tell you, oh, what a day. And Raheem Sterling, Calvin Phillips, and most importantly, Sir Gareth Southgate proved a lot of people wrong. A lot of people doubt Sir Gareth Southgate. They doubt his tactics. They doubt his formation. But he stuck with his guns. He stuck with the formation and the lineup that he wanted to go with originally. And it paid off. And moving swiftly on from England, it's time to talk about our potential quarter-final opponents in Spain, whose number 9 Alvaro Morata can't buy a goal at the moment.
Opportunity!
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
I mean, it's really going from worst to worst for Alvaro. I mean, not only is the guy usually about as offside as Sadio Mane's hairline, but now he's got the finishing of a prime Timo Werner. Ah, Alvaro. I actually have faith in him. I was saying he could be a dark horse for a golden boot this tournament. But oh boy, if he keeps up at this rate, he's not only going to make me look a fool, but he might just cost Spain a space in the tournament. Because that's right, Spain ended up blustering to a 0-0 draw with Sweden, leaving Slovakia at the top of the group. And with a tough game against Poland on the horizon for Spain, they could really find themselves in murky waters. But speaking of embarrassments and speaking of having an absolute shocker for your nation, David Marshall's son. What on earth was that?
What is the goalkeeper doing? What a save!
When your goalkeeper is getting lobbed at the halfway line by a prime WillNE, I think it's time to pack your bags, son. I know Scotland and major tournaments don't go together well at the best of times, but you need every bit of luck you can when you're in a group with the mighty England. And that, my son, is not it. And with England on the horizon next, it could be ropes for Scotland. Let's have it right here. If they can't get a result against England, which they won't, then they find themselves scratching for a possible third place finish against Croatia. Sure, Croatia didn't look great against England. Sure, their midfield was bypassed very, very easily, but Scotland don't have Calvin Phillips. And speaking of world-class players, speaking of generational talents, a certain generational talent that goes by the name of Lionel Messi had this to say.
Messi!
riding that.
Although his season started off shakier than an OAP with arthritis, he's really come through in the second half of the season. And he's really stamping his mark on the international scene now. I hope for his sake that he can do it for Argentina, just so he can put all that rubbish to bed about him not being able to do it on the international stage, despite being the player of a tournament in an Argentina side which he dragged kicking and screaming to a World Cup final in 2014, only for Gonzalo Higuain to miss about 55 sitters. Honestly, man, I haven't seen that man so indecisive since Burger King unleashed their new Savers menu. But I'm telling you, Messi is the man to do it for Argentina. I really hope he can. Let's pray. But hey, we can only hope, right? I mean, what a summer it will be. England winning the Euros, Messi winning his first international tournament. It feels like it's all coming together perfectly. The full circle of life. And that's about all for this week. I hope you did enjoy the video. If you did, be sure to smash a like on the video. And if you do enjoy the content, then make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you get notified every time I upload. But for now, guys, that has been all. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. It's coming home, baby. It's coming home.